Alrighty. Good afternoon and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Limba Mupatami. Let's have a look at today's sport pages in the Namibian Sun. Well, of course, CAF faces NFA litmus test. The Jewels lose by a point. That was yesterday's games, as well as just on the inside, some international news with the Shanghai Marathon being postponed. Now, getting into detail with the leading story for today, Ranga Hikali's voting rights at COSAFA, CAF and FIFA Congress could save his job. Now, while the association's progressive forces played open cards to win the hearts of the traveling CAF delegation, while Confederation of African Football Secretary General Veron Mosengo Omba's visit to Namibia drew mixed reactions, there is still no clear roadmap regarding the future of football in this country. Now, Mosengo Omba notably came on a fact-finding mission to Namibia, and these obviously involved attacks, or rather attempts, to strike a truce deal between the two NFA factions. Now, Namibian Sun understands that the Secretary General implored the NFA Executive Committee members to drop plans to hold an extraordinary NFA Congress next week. Now, according to sources who attended Tuesday's meeting, there was consensus that football should start in the country. However, differences regarding the composition of the NFA Executive Committee still persist. Now, read about this in today's Namibian Sun if you haven't already, and also check out this video with Mosengo Omba speaking about the visit to Namibia.
Is it going to be better? Is it getting worse?
I believe everybody concerned about football, the fact that football isn't playing about, you can say, more or less 3 years. And all of them want football to come back. This willingness is clear in the mouth of all of them. The thing is just there are some issues that have to be fixed, and football will come back again. But I promise them that the President Motsepe is committed. This football have to come back again in Namibia. So, yeah.
And obviously the public is like, okay, now you go back to report back. What happens next? Where is your intervention?
Yeah, the next step will be that we will come with some proposals. We will come with some proposals. We will see how it will be implemented, and we will assess this kind of roadmap. If not implemented properly, that we have to take further measures, because we need football to play normally here. And we discussed also with the Honorable Minister of Sport regarding the infrastructure, regarding the Independence Stadium. That's up to fix. For me, it's not, it's sad that you have to go, it's good. South Africa is a nice country. You go to play, you have to go to play that, you play against them. But when you play all matches to play there, this looks not good. So it told me she was committed that the stadium will be fixed. They receive all the CAF requirements, all these stadiums
Fixed.
be fit to meet our standard and to host the international matches. As it showed me clearly that what they are doing now. So that will be fixed up, no doubt about that.
Now, despite FIFA's visit to the country, one is still unclear and rather unsure of what is going to happen in the next year or two in local football in Namibia. Now, Namibia suffered a narrow 50-49 defeat to Zimbabwe at the Netball Africa Cup yesterday. Today, they again played Uganda and were also beaten 62-36. Now, of course, the Ugandians have already started making their intentions clear that they want to lift the cup, the Netball Africa Cup, that is. Now, matches are being played at the Wanderers Sports Grounds in Windhoek, if you're out there and you want to watch those matches. And it's also being streamed live on Gravity Cup on Facebook. Now, updated results of all the matches are also available daily on the Namibian Sun, as well as the Sport Rep Facebook pages. Now, moving onwards, today, this afternoon, you can expect to watch the Brave Warriors of Namibia as they face Congo in Brazzaville in the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers at 6 o'clock. Now, the team wants to end their campaign in second place in Group H while they are reshuffling the pack. We got 4 points from these games, and we must try to better or equal that point tally, said coach Bobby Samaria. Now, after today's clash, or rather this afternoon's clash against the Namibians will face Togo in the final match on 15th November in South Africa. Now, the Namibians are playing in South Africa because we don't have the right facilities to host the teams here in Windhoek. And as it stands, Senegal leads Group H on 12 points. Togo and Namibia are both on 4 points, whereas Congo is at the bottom with 2 points. So best of luck to the Brave Warriors in this match. Now, in rugby news, Zambia has named a squad of 23 players for a historic test in Zambia at the Hage Geingob Stadium in Windhoek on Saturday. It will be the first official test for Namibia in the Africa Cup. Now, we caught up with the head coach, which is Crystal Kutsia, as she speaks about her recent appointment as well as the team's preparation. Have a look at this.
Pressed on my chest was me being a player, so it's actually pretty weird standing on the other side, but totally confident in it. I know I can, and I trust in my capabilities of leading these ladies forward. Very much honored to be in this position. I really don't take the job lightly. I know it's a big job, a big task to us, especially starting all the way from the bottom and trying to get the girls to the point that we want them to be at this point, yes.
Perfect. Now, the growth of the sport code, which is rugby in general, you know, from your playing days and now obviously you heading the team right now, how has it been over the years?
Well, Limba, it's no secret that the sport code has been going quiet for the last 5 years, 6 years. The last time I played was, and the team I was playing with, played in 2016, and that was just the sevens. Then we don't even talk about the 15s that last played in 2013. So it's been a minute, but I'm glad to see that it's currently in a healthy position. The growth is very much steadily getting there. The girls, the more games we play, the more girls join and the more exposure the game gets. So I think at this point in time, just us playing more games is a good form of marketing the game for the country in general, because back when we were playing, we only had 2 teams. We had the likes of Pandas and Phoenix, and we could only manage so many games between the two of us, and so much marketing. But now there's, in terms of club, there is 6 teams playing all the way from Kudus in Walvish Bay, Grootfontein, Okahanya, Rehoboth, and the 2 clubs, Wanderers and UNAM on this side. So that's definitely healthy. I know Ludwig is also starting with a team in the coast, the Vixens, and it's absolutely amazing to see that even as far as Ludwig, the game is picking up. So I think we're very much at a healthy standpoint this time around.
Okay, just speaking about your aspirations for the team in general as well, what would you say you want to see in the next 5 years, or maybe one day if you leave the team?
At this point in time, Limba, we're dreaming big in terms of getting to the girls, or when I leave, like as you rightfully said, I want to have the girls at a point where we can say that we're competitors on an African continent. We don't just want to participate. This weekend, the aim of this weekend is to really see where the girls are at in terms of after the 5-year period, what we have built on and what we can correct moving forward, maybe to next year's season. So this game is utmost of importance for us to establish the pathway, but the vision remains the same, as I said, to be competitive on the African continent, and then hopefully 10-15 years from now we can really play on a global stage and show that we can also represent Africa like the likes of Kenya and South Africa that they are currently doing. Is
Okay, now speaking about the preparations of the team, it's quite a young team as well. What would you say is the mood right now, maybe in camp, and just the general preparations of the squad?
Well, it's quite interesting. I got a question this week from a journalist as well, and rightful questions are: do you have a fear for this game? And the answer is no. I don't, because the vibe in the camp has been amazing. I've spoken about positivity. The girls have fed off that. The union is giving off positivity. Everybody around them, other supporting staff members, coaching staff members, are all speaking just positivity. And that's what the mood is going to be like on game day as well. Is that we want the girls to know that we're standing behind them no matter what. At this point in time, like we said, it's a new team, it's a young team, like you said, and we really just want to assess our talent against our African counterparts, Zambia, and just move from there on out.
No, thank you so much, CJ.
Thank you very much.
Now, well, that is Christelle Coetzee, a very inspiring coach, a former player herself as well, now obviously at the helm of the Namibia rugby team, the women's rugby team. Now, speaking about cricket, Namibia performed exceptionally well at the T20 Cricket World Cup. The team returned as well to Namibia, that is yesterday. Now, speaking at the return is the president of Cricket Namibia, Rudy van Vuuren, just delivering a short speech when the players returned, as well as a player himself also just speaking about their experience. So have a look at this.
Thank you. My voice is not that strong because I was singing the anthem about 200 times in the last week. I was supporting these guys the best way I know how to do it. This morning, from a medical doctor, I suffer from a very bad condition. It's called cardiomegaly. It's when your heart is too big for your chest. It's dangerous. But my heart is too big for my chest this morning. When we left for this tournament, our team manager and vice president, Pauline Gongo, said to His Excellency, he said, "Sir, we are not there to participate. We are there to compete." And that is exactly what you guys did. You competed. You brought joy, you brought pleasure, and you brought pride to the 2.5 million people of this country. The 17th of October, I had the privilege to speak to the team with their capping ceremony. We spoke about two things. We said, firstly, the next 3 weeks will define you. Now, the 2021 Eagles is defined. People, fathers, will sit around the fire telling them about our captain played with a broken finger. Mothers will tell their daughters about the first over Ruben Trimpelman bowled against Scotland. You are defined as sports people. You are legends. Secondly, we spoke about playing for the 2.5 million people in this country, specifically for the 3,564 people who died during COVID. That's what you did. You played for the people of this country. Let us never forget, our strength as a nation lies in the way we unite behind the cause. We are small, but we are strong together. Your success has brought new challenges for us now. Be sure we will sit down, we will have an autopsy, we will recalibrate, re-strategize, and we will take Cricket Namibia to a next level, to a level where we are globally competitive, where it's a fully inclusive sport, and where we run Cricket Namibia with a culture of excellence to be the #1 sport in this country. Boys, we love you. You made us proud.
So with us, the legend himself, Craig Williams. Craig, awesome tournament. You earlier went into retirement, you came back, it was all worth it.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's all worth it. It's been 2 years back training and that, so yeah, I'm just glad we could end off with something like this. And, yeah, we'll see next year. It's going to be exciting times for the Netherlands.
Yeah, so maybe the one thing that everybody probably asks you and wants to know, I don't know if you've made a decision on how long you're still going to be playing the next year, the World Cup next year. Is it part of your plans?
Yeah, so I've said I retired 2 years ago, so I don't have to retire again. No, I'm just speaking to the coach. We speak every week, so I don't have any plans. We'll just see if they need me or not. And, yeah, I still add value to the team with the youngsters, so maybe it won't play as much, but maybe I think I'll still help the new guys coming through. So yeah, we'll see.
So, which of the matches would you say was like one of the highlights for you?
Yeah, look, playing against Pakistan, New Zealand, and India, I mean, it was just amazing. India playing them in such a big crowd, with Virat Kohli's and Shamis and some of the best players in the world. So there's definitely a memory that we'll definitely not forget. So yeah, it was just a great tournament.
Yeah, well, of course, the cricket team are returning to Namibia, having performed very, very well at the T20 World Cup, having gone as underdogs, that is. Now, of course, this weekend, again, we have cricket action, or rather rugby action, and that is the men's rugby with the national team traveling to South Africa for the Stellenbosch Challenge. Now, Brazil will play Zimbabwe on Saturday, and Namibia will take on Kenya as well. So the team has been preparing quite well for that challenge, and of course, just to give the players more game time, that is. Now, when it comes to electronic sports, they have a quite huge pool of followers and a number of players as well. Now, a group of 12 Namibian players are off to Israel for the IESF World Championships. Now, today we got hold of 4 of these players just to speak a little bit about the competition and what it is all about. Have a look at this. And right after that, of course, right after the break, we are going to have Rivaldo Gavanga from Spotify to just take us through some of the content that he has prepared for today.
Good day, my name is Flip de Bruin, current president of NESA, the Namibian Electronic Sports Association. This year, Namibia will be taking 4 teams to Eilat for the World Championship Esports Tournament held by the IESF, where our teams will be competing for a couple of $100,000 US. So the best of luck to them, and thank you to everybody that supported them to get them there.
Hi, I'm Rashad Machila, and I'll be representing Namibia at the 2021 IESF World Championships in Eilat, Israel. I'll be representing Namibia in the game title known as eFootball 2022. I look forward to a good time.
Hi there, my name is Mario Tillis, and I am a part of the Namibian Dota 2 team, and we will be representing the country in Israel Eilat 2021. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Freddie Mazilla, and I am going to play Tekken 7 in Israel Eilat. And yeah.
Yes, welcome to another revitalized segment of Spotify. My name is Rivaldo Gavanga, and I'll be taking you through the show today to look at what happened during the weekend, to look at what is to happen this coming weekend. Firstly, diving into the show, we look at Jose Canielo, who competed this past weekend at the Northern Tigers Swimming Prestige Gala at the Hillcrest Swimming Pool in Pretoria, South Africa. The gala is hosted by invitation only, and Jose was one of the few that was honored with this invitation. He achieved phenomenal results in the age group 15 to 16 years. He came first place in the 50-meter breaststroke in a time of 30.14 seconds, which set a new meet record in the process. First place in the 50-meter backstroke in a time of 27.16 seconds, which is also a new meet record. He came second place in the 200-meter individual medley in a time of 2 hours and 16 minutes, 0.41 seconds. Third place in the 100-meter butterfly in a time of 59.86 seconds. And third place in the 50-meter butterfly in a time of 26.57 seconds. Moving on, this Friday, the Liquid Fruit League will return as we move on to the last 2 match days. We witness whether the under-10 return to their third place, as the under-11 just have to protect their undefeated streak. We'll also see the Windhoek International School go up against Windhoek Football Club, and as Windhoek Football Club faces Ramblers Football Club in a much anticipated matchup. The Liquid Fruit League looks to have its final match day on the 26th of November 2021, as the following teams look to compete for the championships. As you can see right there on the screen displayed, right there is the fixtures for the last day of the Liquid Fruit League. But then that is it from us here at Spotify today. We now move over to Limba to take us all the way.
Yeah, same here. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I don't even know it. Small town pets and growing up in a vintage lifestyle. It's actually so... There's a lot about this that I can tell you, but actually like...
Can you please change the channel to football?
The lifestyle, the capital.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
Oh wow! It went on and on.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
That's like...
And Bones! The effort is good. Horrendous goal. He's not shy of shooting. Oh, right! And you can see why. That is sensational.
Win big with Premier Sports Trading. Visit pstbet.com, create an account, place your bet and win. Get your game going and succeed with PST Bet.
Well, of course, now there won't be any EPL matches this weekend, but football lovers can expect to watch the FIFA Africa qualifiers. Now, Africa's 2022 World Cup qualifying group stage will be wrapped up with 40-match 5 and 6 fixtures taking place from today, moving to the 16th of November. That is. Now, you have the likes of Senegal and Morocco who have already advanced to their final playoffs, and teams now looking to also join them. Now, the Teranga Lions and the Atlas Lions are guaranteed to finish top of Group H and I, respectively. And the teams are looking forward to join the likes of Tunisia, or rather Tunisia is also looking to join the groups, leading with 3 points in Group B, with Nigeria on 2 points, and the likes of Mali in Group C, and or rather in Group E, and Egypt on 4 points in Group F. Now, the other groups are all too close to call, including Group A, where Algeria and Burkina Faso are level on 10 points, and their matchday 6 showdown in Blita on, rather today, looks likely to be the decider. Now, finally, Group H, Group G sees all 4 teams still in with a chance, and this is Tanzania going up against Benin, both of them standing on 7 points, with the Democratic Republic of Congo at just 2 points further back, and even Madagascar on 3 points. And trying to leapfrog to the top if they manage victories away to the Squirrels and at home to the Taifa Stars. Now, the 10 group winners will advance to the final playoff round with a 5-2 leg tie to be played in March next year. the winners of will rather qualify for the 2020 World Cup in Qatar, that is. Now also Namibia also in the mix with Group H, playing today and playing again over the weekend. Namibia rather just playing for pride, that is, and just to, you know, give the players game time as well. Now, before we close off the show, our segment sponsor for these, that is Premier Sports Trading, every week picks someone in needs and donates money to them to help with their struggle. Now, if you're out there, if you're watching the show, and if you're in need or you know someone who might need help, email them on csr@pstbet.com detailing your struggle. And of course, once you get picked, you can stand a chance to get some money, which might help you with your struggle, that is. Now, with that, we've come to the end of today's show. We are going to have a show again on Monday that is just bringing you coverage of what has taken place over the weekend, and that consists of local as well as international news. So please do catch us again on Monday.
Win and succeed with PST Bet.
So, where were we?